Hi, this is Kimberley Reuter, business advisor and supply chain expert, and welcome to my podcast, The Morning Mood. Thank you for being here. We're getting up there in episodes now, getting closer and closer every day to 100, which is the goal. And I appreciate you all continuing to tune in. Got some great guests on the podcast, and I am excited to invite some more people and some more in-depth discussions around supply chain leadership and life. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's going to feel a little bit opposite, but has been coming up a lot in people that I talk to, people I've been reminiscing about, talking to people that have been there, done that. A lot of my colleagues and friends, we have, had amazing careers. We've done amazing things. We've worked with amazing people and we've learned a lot. And most of us, I would say, have kind of mellowed and have a different perspective on what life is really about than we did probably 10, 15, 20 years ago when we all met each other. And so the thing that I've been hearing a lot from the people that I work with, that I associate with, my friends, and that it's just been popping up a lot for me in social media is this concept of stopping, of doing less. Yeah, that's right. Do less. And it permeates everything. And it came up most recently in some conversations I had. Actually, it's come up in probably 6 conversations I've had in the last 2 weeks about doing less. It's come up in the concept of, how we used to be when we worked together and it was always more, 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 and how exhausting that was. It's also come up in advising other people who are just continuing to do more and more and more of the same thing, and it's not working, and also leading to exhaustion. Reflecting on the decisions that I made over time. And there was a point in my life where it was more, 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 more. Do, 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 do. Faster, 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 faster. And I lived like that for decades. And it was exhausting. So, what is this concept of do less? Why? Why am I encouraging you to do less? Here's why. In most situations, my situation, most of the people I work with or know or associate with, their situation, when times get tough, when the shit hits the fan, as we say, they dig in. We're doers, we're hustlers, make that shit happen. So when things get rough, when something's not working, professionally, personally, it's the same behavior in both places, professionally and personally, we lean in, we run harder, we push more, we refine, we do all these things to push forward. And in some cases, that's right. And you should push forward. I talk a little bit about resilience and giving up and, when do you let it go? I talk a lot about that. But you almost always need to push forward at least once or twice to see if it's working. But very quickly, this concept of constantly pushing, constantly more, over there, when I get there, I will be happy. When I have more, I will be happy. When I pay off my house, I will be happy. When I pay off my car, I will be happy. Let me tell you something. You will be happy when you do those things because I have done them many times. I've paid off many houses. I've paid off many vehicles. I love the cash life. I'm a cash girl. I don't like debt. And it feels really good when I do that, but it doesn't feel good for long because I was pushing to get something, to get somewhere, to do something. And that wasn't necessarily the right thing. And it led me to be exhausted and cranky and just shut down. And I don't do it anymore. I've learned. But now I can really see it in other people. And what this looks like when you get on the treadmill is I'm doing something, whatever it is, project at work, a new relationship, a relationship you've already had, whatever it is, it suddenly stops working, feeling satisfying. Let's put it that way. There's something about it that's not satisfying. And so our natural reaction is to fix it. At least my natural reaction is to fix it. I guess I know lots of people would just sit around and let that shit break. My natural reaction is to jump in and make it better. How can I fix it? Whatever it is. Someone's mood, I don't know, a variety of different things. A problem with a project, a team not getting along, whatever it is, we double down. And the situation starts to feel a little bit out of control because we're not getting the responses we want. We're not getting the answers we want. It's not happening the way we wanted it to happen. We're not getting what we need out of whatever the situation is. And so when things start to feel out of control, people want control. So they start to try to grasp for control. And this shows up in a million different ways in life. It shows up in you didn't get a promotion. It shows up you got bad feedback on a document. It shows up in your personal relationships, a fight with your spouse or your significant other. It shows up in just your personal life and the voices in your head. This week, believe it or not, I had 2 recordings cancel on me. I was bummed. We're rescheduling for a week or now. Something came up. It's no big deal. But my initial reaction was to push. Oh my God, I got 2 slots open. What am I going to do? Oh my God, I got to push. I got to go get somebody. I ain't getting anybody this late. It's the end of June. People are on vacation. Their kids are out of school. There's no need in that. So that's what we do when things feel out of control, when we get surprised. We try to gain control again. We try to grasp for control, grasp for the reins, grasp for the steering wheel. And the more out of control a situation gets, the more we try to get it in control. The faster we run, the harder we pull, the harder we push. And it becomes a treadmill. And it's a treadmill you can't get off. Because most people get on this treadmill young, in their 20s. The financial treadmill starts, and here we go. We have debt, we have rent, we have mortgages, we have car payments, we have electric bills, we have everything, and it becomes the mores. More money to pay the bills, more money to pay bigger bills, bigger houses, bigger cars, bigger electric bills, bigger everything, more promotion, more everything, push, 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 push. So this is my message. And this is what I have learned. And this is what the people that I talk to now, who are on the other side of this climbing the ladder and trying to be at the top of our careers. And I want to be clear with everyone who's listening to this. We all did this, okay? We all did this. We all tried to climb the ladder. We all pushed ourselves to exhaustion. We all wanted more, 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 more. If I wasn't flying first class to Hawaii, it wasn't good enough. That's just the end of the story. Oceanfront, villas and condos. Nope, nothing less. Because I had to have more. Because I thought more would make me happy. And that someday, if I just kept chasing more, someday I'd be okay. And I see this around me and my friends and my colleagues and everyone frustrated and burned out and angry. And the question that they come to me with all the time is, what should I do? What more can I do? How can I do more, Kim? What do you suggest? And here's what I tell them. Do less. Stop. When you're in that place where you're just pushing and pushing and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and nothing is changing and nothing is getting better and nothing is improving, stop. Stop. In backcountry, we learn backcountry hiking and camping. The minute you feel lost, stop. Do not keep going. Stop. Get your bearings. Because what we do as humans, when we feel threatened, when we feel panicked, when we feel stressed, we go fight or flight. We either run or we start grinding. But the best thing that we can do when we're feeling lost, when we're feeling overwhelmed, when it's just not working, stop. Be still. Quiet. Calm. Do nothing. And when I say do nothing, I mean do nothing. I mean don't answer an email, don't pick up that phone. Nothing. Get your bearings, clear your mind, declutter, reprioritize. What is it that you are trying to accomplish? Focus on yourself. How can you do it differently? But most important, take a break. Be still. In your most confusing, panicked moments, the best thing that you can do is nothing. Do less. Care less. If you are pouring yourself into something every single day, a job, a relationship, whatever it is, and it's not fulfilling you, it doesn't resonate with you, it's not helping you, stop. Whatever you're doing, it's not working. Don't do more. Do less. And here's the other thing that happens when you start doing less. When you start doing less, what you do is actually more impactful because it's better quality and it's better targeted. Because when that fight or flight kicks in and we start losing our shit about stuff, all of a sudden we're just throwing spaghetti against the wall. We're just trying to get the fuck out of here. We don't know where the hell we're going. We're just whatever. I just got to go. I got to go. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm even going to a better spot. I am just panicked and I'm on the run. That is when you make mistakes. That is when you get more lost, deeper into the wilderness. Stop. Take a lesson from the backcountry. The minute you feel lost, the minute you feel confused, the minute you aren't sure, do the opposite. Stop. Be still. Be quiet. Be calm. Do not push forward. Even if it's just for a weekend, do not push forward. Be calm. Do less. It's the biggest lesson you take away from me this week. It is do less. Less is more. You've probably heard that one. It's been around a lot. I've been thinking about this a lot, and it's been showing up a lot in my life. And it's a message I need to relearn, and hopefully it's one that will help you too. Do less, people. When it gets out of control, step back. Don't charge forward. That's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for being here. The audience is growing every day. I 100% appreciate it. Please feel free to like or make a comment. Tell your friends. Totally appreciate it. And we will talk again soon. Thank you.